Hello, welcome to my new podcast. This is Jenna with the White Witch Parlour of whitewitchparlour.com. This is a podcast where I talk about bringing magic to the mundane and everything that means. It could go from manifestation, protection magic, calling things back into alignment with your life, focusing on energy and time, on things you might have been putting on the back burner for a little bit too long. It's helping you find that spiritual flow and validation of the alignment that you need for the spiritual journey that you're on. In today's episode, we're going to use about using the bad to propel your good. Everything that you are craving out of life, all the things you want to flourish from, must come from that point of darkness. It's that pivotal turning point where it becomes too much. The burden becomes so intense that it forces you to redirect that path that you are on, whether you're on that physical flow, the spiritual flow, any kind of journey that you are experiencing. When you start to really hit all those road bumps, hiccups, setbacks, it is life, the universe, God working to really make you self-analyze, to stop, think, and reroute the path that you are on. It's a way of saying this is not the direction you want to keep going. We are trying to make it difficult so that you can stop, evaluate what's happening in your life, and turn the path to a different course. So that you have that free will, you have that choice, you have that way to change your outcome. So you can continue on the path of resistance and the path that's going to consistently meet you with aggression and setbacks and just blockages after blockages after blockages, where it's going to seemingly get harder and harder and harder, such as walking through a forest, and instead of walking on a path, you are choosing to go in through the bushes, the rose bushes, getting stuck on thorns, having to fight through tall brush, animals, dangerous situations, getting cut along the way, getting injured along the way, getting stuck, physically being held by the branches on your clothes. Or you can choose a path that gets you where you need to be with ease. However, when you choose that difficult path and you get out to the other side, you are now that much stronger. So there's a balance in facing obstacles in your life. When you go through the mud and you go through these difficult challenges, time after time, month after month, and you have 1 to 2, sometimes 5 years of just really murky waters, you come out shinier, newer, brighter, more intelligent, stronger, and vibrant than the person who walked the simplified path to get to where they were going. They didn't experience those struggles that you had. So because you went through sincere struggles, you flourished more. You became stronger like a diamond. Through immense pressure, you grow and you become stronger. Those life lessons, those life experiences will allow you to never go through them again. And if you do, you know what to do. You are not left in a state of disarray. You are not left in a state of confusion, because you know how to handle it. And you know that in those tough situations, you can still pull through. You can still come out the other side. Using those dark points in your life are those pivotal moments for you to change, for you to find awareness within yourself so that you can grow brighter. And so when you use the bad to propel your good, that is what you are doing. You use it as an energy to harvest and take and say, I'm not going to let this drag me down. I'm not going to let this stop my life. I'm going to actually spin it and make it to something that helps me propel forward. And I'm going to use it like little rocket boosters spiritually to push you to succeed, to push you to better understand the challenges of life and the things that can help you to grow tremendously. This is how warriors are created. A warrior is not created because someone taught them all the skills of fighting and said, here you go, and they have a lackadaisical fight. They become a true warrior when they face those challenges, when they face the battle, when they face all of the darkness and they faced it head on. Yes, they might have had fear, but they pushed through. And that is that amazing ability of a warrior, is that they know after that battle has been done, won or lost, they learned from it. But either way, they pulled through and they came out the other side stronger. And so that is what today's podcast is about, is using bad to propel your good, using those bad situations, those bad, quote unquote life lessons to propel you for the better, to get you in that higher vibrational state, no matter what kind of spiritual journey you are on, what religious journey you are on. And maybe you're not in any of those. Maybe you are just living your life trying to survive day to day, and it's pushing you into a state of spiritualism, or helping you find a religion, helping you find something that gets you back into alignment with your higher self. It is often said that the greatest strength lies in our ability to turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth. In the face of adversity and setbacks, we have that power to rise above and use that bad to propel our own good. It's really easy sometimes to become discouraged when we face those obstacles and hardships, and sometimes we do just want to give up. But it's natural to feel overwhelmed by the weight of those struggles. But remember that a diamond is made by immense pressure. It's in these moments of darkness that if you can remember that the light lies within you, you will glow and you will flourish. And so every setback is a chance for us to learn how to grow. And every challenge is an opportunity for us to prove our resilience and determination. It is in the face of adversity that our true character is really, truly revealed. How strong are you really? And it's those spiritual warriors that will actually go through the darkest setbacks in life, because they are meant for that brighter light. And the darker the setback, the darker the issue in your life, the brighter you will come out shining. And those are where we get those spiritual warriors, those people that can lead us on these beautiful paths and teach us how to actually glow and find our highest vibration. This is how we learn how to shine. So if you find yourself afraid of the bad, it's better to switch your mindset, reprogram your brain and your heart and your energy to instead start to embrace it. Embrace the bad, embrace the goodness, change from it, grow from it. For it is not something to be fearful of, but instead you can be using it as a powerful tool to propel you towards that ultimate good in your life. Everything you want to manifest. Use that pain, use that frustration, use the failures to fuel you to ignite the fire within you. That powerful flame that helps you to grow and understand the passions in your life. And by passions, I don't mean relationships or sexual, but that passion, that fire within you to embrace the things that you love to do. That is actually your calling in life. Let that fire drive you forward and push you to your dreams and aspirations. Use that anger, frustration, and channel it into something productive. Rather than self-harm or self-loathing, channel it. Make art, make music, go run a marathon, go hike the mountain to the toppest point of that mountain you can climb. Use that anger, frustration, and aggression to propel you. All that bad energy, turn it into something positive. That's alchemy, that's magic, and that's something that is really the embodiment of what true witchery is. And so, in true spiritualism, meditating, when you can sit with those emotions, which most people, they tend to run away when they're feeling overwhelmed, they're feeling like this is too much. They tend to say, you know what, I'm not going to handle this. I'm not that person's friend anymore. I'm not going to work at that job anymore. So I'm going to quit. And so instead of holding people accountable or holding themselves accountable, which is sometimes the hardest thing for many of us to do, is they will just run. They will just leave, go somewhere else, and brush it under the rug and pretend it never happened. And that is not healing. That is not how you grow. And so the best thing to do is face it head on, because when you go through it, you come out stronger. So, and that's that empowerment. That's you growing and glowing up. That's using your magical energy as alchemy to transform yourself so that you can reach that highest good, that higher vibration in transition. Because when you think about it spiritually, when you came back to live your life on earth, you wanted that master class. You wanted to learn how to grow from darkness. And so you were signed up to face these challenging times so that you can grow faster, you can grow higher, and you could really get through darkness and help others in their time of need. So if you're going through a lot, just take it as you are one of the ones who are meant to help lead others in their journeys. If you can go through really dark moments and come out shining and come out ahead, you will be able to be that voice for others. You will be able to help others in the future when they are facing really dark times. So remember, it's not about the obstacles in your path, but about the strength and the courage that you can possess to overcome them. It's about taking the bad and turning it into something beautiful and rising up as a warrior, and let that bad propel you to the good. And so when you embrace those challenges, that's what will ultimately lead you to your victory and to that life that you crave, you want, you desire, and the life you're well and deserving of. You just have to go through those moments to get you there. When you look at it as childhood, you couldn't just pick up a book and read it. You had to do the lessons. You had to read and write and learn how to read a book. It wasn't as simple as just picking up a book and knowing how to read it. If you are into music, you couldn't just look at sheet music and say, I could read this and play Mozart. It took time, patience, diligence to sit there, practice, learn, go through it. Not necessarily saying those are dark moments, but it took time to get there. And so these moments in life, if we're stagnant and everything's just too flowingly, seemingly good in life, you will find that eventually the universe will reroute you and throw a speed bump in your way because it's forcing you to grow. Otherwise, you don't grow. And there's a saying that lack of growth is the death of progress, I believe, or something like that. But if you do not grow, you do not progress forward. So you need those hiccups and those speed bumps to toughen you up a bit, to make you understand and value the importance and beauty of life, your life, the challenges, the obstacles, the beauty of those precious moments of peace, and how beautiful and how much of a gift in the present that they are. When you're able to sit next to a body of water like the ocean or a lake and just take a couple hours to relax, take a nap, you're not focused on all the other banter that's happening in the background, but instead able to just be in that moment. Maybe swinging in a hammock, maybe just laying on a picnic table blanket, having a relaxed evening out in the forest. Those moments are those precious moments that you work so hard to get to through those dark moments. And those are where you will learn to fully embrace that moment of peace, that moment of having all your family around, laughing, dancing, whatever it is you're doing, to really say thank you for those moments that are so blessed and really have gratitude for that. So this darkness is what teaches us for happiness and gratitude. It teaches us to acknowledge the things that we sometimes overlook because we get so caught up in life doing this and that we forget to hold gratitude for a simple act of sitting with your family and eating dinner. With schedules all over the place, sometimes not many families can do that. And so when we have those moments, we need to have gratitude for that. and hold gratitude. So those bad moments are really pushing you for the good moments, to enjoy them to the fullest, as they are the present. They are the present gift from the universe, from source, from God, however you want to address it. That energy is where ultimately you're being pushed. That is your victory. And so when you feel like you're going through that dark time, kind of like the podcast I did a few podcasts ago, using that darkness to shine lighter, this is the same concept. It's using those bad moments to propel you to good. And you can just mentally think of that. Whenever you hit a roadblock, imagine that bad moment as a little rocket booster pack on you, and know that it's going to propel you into goodness. You just need to put that rocket booster pack on and go forward and move with it and take it head on. And eventually it will get you to that point of being a warrior in your own life and in your highest good. So I hope this podcast brought you a ton of inspiration. I know, just seeing off, comments and things, people are going through a lot right now. There's so many attributes to this. There's many reasons why people are going through a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes it's medically, financially, just feeling isolated. It could be seasonal. There's so many things that are happening. And so I want to bring a little bit of light, a little bit of hope, and a little bit of inspiration to you today. And I hope this podcast finds you very, very well and inspires you, that next time you feel like you're falling into that darkness or a dark spiral, use it. Become your best witchy self, become your best spiritual self. Use it and let it propel you forward. Know that it's going to propel you forward, and it will. And trust and hope and believe, and that's where you will get into alignment with. So my name is Jenna from White Witch Parlour. I hope you enjoy this podcast, and I'll meet you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye.